in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my
Good Thursday morning, everybody. How's it going?
Good Thursday morning, people. How are you? You made it halfway through your work week. Now you're on the flip side. Congratulations. They did it, Corey.
Absolutely.
They did it. Good job.
Thursday, baby. One more day.
Yes, one more day. Get the day done, get tomorrow done, and it's on to another weekend.
That sleepiness out your eyes. It's time for a D6 devotion, baby.
Time for D6 devotion. Now, Corey's got a little bit of the sniffles today, so we're going to bear with him. He does.
Don't you say I have the sniffles. That doesn't sound manly at all. I don't have the sniffles. I have allergies.
So Corey's got a conglomeration of mucus in his membranes,
What did you
of
just
his
say?
nasal
A what?
passages.
A what?
Conglomeration. A gathering of mucus.
Moving on.
Moving on to the random fact of the
day.
day. Boom!
And it doesn't have anything to do with sniffles.
It
Ready?
does it. This one's shocking.
Get it up. The Bible is the most shoplifted book in the world.
The Bible is the most shoplifted book in the world.
This is the irony that we're doing a devotion where we pull scripture from the Bible, and the Bible happens to be the most shoplifted book in the world. So I don't know, like, is it like a catch-22? Like, they're stealing it, which is wrong, but they're trying to get the word. So that's just, don't steal Bibles, people. Come to church, go to a good Bible-based church, and I guarantee you somebody will wind up providing you with a Bible.
Yeah.
You ain't got to steal it. I'm happy that you're trying to get the word, but don't steal it. Don't steal.
I wonder if...
Because you're breaking one of the commandments just by taking the Bible.
Thou shalt not steal.
Yeah, you can't do that.
The Bible. I wonder if a lot of it's coming from, and I don't know if it's stealing or if it's a gift. Like the Gideons put Bibles in hotel rooms. So everybody's been to a hotel room. You open up the cabinet there, the cupboard, and is that a cupboard or a cabinet?
No, that's either whatever you want it to be.
It's a bedside drawer. You open it up, and there's a Bible there from the Gideons. Now, is that a gift, or is that hotel property that the Gideons have given to them?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I would feel it's a gift because they put it there for the people, but...
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, call the front desk and ask them to make sure. I just have it in my mind of somebody going to like a Christian bookstore and with like a large coat and just taking a Bible off the shelf and sticking it in there, walking out with it without paying. That's what I think of.
Well, yeah. We went different places on that.
Yeah,
and that's
did.
okay. And that's okay
It's
because
okay.
that's okay.
All right. Well, that random fact is here. Now you have it. Go do what you will with it. Very good stuff. But we are here.
We are here
to give you a devotion.
A D6 devotion, not just any devotion, your D6 daily motivation devotion to send you on your Thursday. Because before watching this, you're all down in the dumps. You wake up and you're like, oh, I'm so down in the dumps. But then you see Sniffles and you see the bearded wonder here and you're like, man, my day is almost complete. But then we drop a D6 devotion on you.
I will not be referred to as Sniffles.
Mr. Sniffles. And then we drop a D6 devotion on you and you're like, it doesn't get any better. I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to fight Satan. Ready to fight Satan and get things done.
That's right. So,
that's our purpose.
Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. We're going to pause. You take some time. Read the story for today. Great story. Great verses.
Yes.
Powerful verses. We're going to take it to Paul's scripture when we come back. And we're back.
And we're back, guys. We told you it was going to be an awesome devotion. Paul's letters are good. A lot of them are corrective in nature. The Corinthians have messed up, or something's going on with the church of Ephesus, so he writes Ephesians. But a lot of it is also surrounded around hope. Look to heaven, place your hope in heaven. And things to come. And Paul was known for that. He was known for just looking beyond the physical world. To live as Christ, to die as gain. So the guy who says that, you can look to his writings to be inspirational. And we're getting that out of 2 Corinthians today. You ready to get started with it?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
All right, so 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Get it up. So we're going to skip around a little bit to consolidate. So we're going to go from 5 to 8, and then we're going to skip on to the end. So in verse 1 it says, "For we know that if the tent that is our earthly home is destroyed, we have a building from God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. For in this tent we groan, longing to put on our heavenly dwelling, if indeed by putting it on we may not be found naked. For while we are still in this tent we groan, being burdened, not that we would be unclothed, but that we would be further clothed, so that what is mortal may be swallowed up by life. He who has prepared us for this very thing is God, who has given us the Spirit as a guarantee." So we are always of good courage. We know that while we are at home in the body, we are away from the Lord, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Yes, we are of good courage, and we would rather be away from the body and at home with the Lord. Then we're going to skip down to verses 20, and it says, "Therefore we are ambassadors of Christ, God making his appeal through us. We implore you on behalf of Christ, be reconciled to God. For our sake he made him to be sin, who knew no sin, so that in him," talking about Christ, "we might become the righteousness of God."
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, a lot of verses. I told you there was going to be a lot of verses in that. So, so he's referring to the tent, your body, okay? You're going to be burdened. You're going to go through trials. You're going to go through stuff where you're just like, it seems like I'm not gaining ground. I'm not doing anything at all. It's just, I'm going nowhere. I'm stuck in the hospital. You know what? Paul refers to it as your earthly body, your tent. One day you're going to get rid of this. You're going to have this heavenly body, this heavenly home that God has set up for you that is never going to fail. There's going to be no burdens, pain, sorrow, tears. It's going to be joy. That's our hope. We get to look forward. If you're a Christian, we get to look forward to this hope of heaven and be able to just take off these earthly burdens and just leave them behind. What a hope that is.
It is. And in the story today, talking about tents, the narrator's talking about how they used to participate in an activity called Tent City through the church. And what they would do is they would, to get the experience of what it was like to be a homeless person, they would gather materials and stuff to make tents. The tents were built to last a long, long time. They were built to last, as long as they could stand. But we found that it didn't work out that way for them. They didn't last very long at all. And that's what the message is about today. We're talking about, how our bodies are not meant to last forever, and they're not going to. And the biggest word you can take away, and we had it yesterday, I feel like that was another big word to take away from yesterday as well, is hope. And that is the hope to put in Jesus. The bliss with Jesus, that is what you're going to have when you leave this world. And guys, that can be so encouraging when you're going through any kind of trials and tribulations in your own life. Whether something doesn't go your way, or let's say you've lost a loved one and you miss them dearly. Just know that, you and that loved one, y'all's walk with Christ is what's going to determine you guys seeing each other again in the next life. When we are all together with him in the end, that is what is so important, guys. You get so inundated with stuff in this world, work, bills, all these things, conflicts, stressors, when you can literally, I've done this quite a few times since I've been saved, and I feel like it happens every other day almost. But when I get inundated and I think about all these things that I'm stressing over, and I think about, how am I going to get through this? Then I remember, I'm just like, wait a minute, God's got me. I look forward to Jesus, because I know that no matter how bad this is now, one day it will not matter. It will not matter. In fact, it doesn't even matter now. But obviously while we're here on this earth, we've got to do his work, and we've got to, follow his commandments and be a good representatives for him. But when that's said and done, when we're done, when we're gone, we have eternity to look forward to with him. And that is the best hope you can have. I'm telling you, that is the best hope you can have to get through everyday struggles. When you're missing someone who's passed away, when you're trying to figure out how you're just going to make it from A to B, just focus on Jesus. Set your sights on Jesus.
Yeah. To be absent from the body, Paul, like we just read, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. There's no in-between period. There's nothing. It's very specific. You die, you're with God. That's it. If you're a Christian, when you let go of this world, you are with God, and immediately there's no more trouble.
Amen.
There's no more pain. There's no more sorrow. There's none of that. Immediately, you give it up. So, I mean, while it's horrible being on this end if you're a family member because you miss the person, at the same time, you got to realize that they are in the most perfect place ever.
Absolutely.
There's no better place, and they are experiencing things that they have never experienced. Colors. I mean, just being able to hang out and be in the presence of our Creator.
That's right.
In His perfect creation.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't get better. We're gonna miss them, but that time, that reunion is coming if you're a Christian. What a hope you have to look forward to.
Look what you got to look forward to. I mean, that right there is what we're talking about, guys. There's hope. There's so much hope, and it's not the hope that you have that you're just like, oh, well, I'm gonna hope for the best and maybe no. It's gonna happen. You do what you're supposed to do. You believe if you get saved and you do God's work and you strive to get closer and closer to Jesus, it's going to happen, and that's what you have to look forward to. That is what there's no losing as a Christian, guys. I'm telling you, that is what you're going towards. So just keep that in your sights and keep doing what is pleasing to God, and you got it. I'm telling you.
Woo, boy. That's a good one. This is normally we get these awesome ones on Monday, to get your week started straight and get you rolling right. We're giving this to you on a Thursday. That's a lot of energy to be dropping on them on a Thursday. They might roll into the weekend.
They might just have enough to just get all the way back to next Thursday.
I know. We'll see what happens. There's 17 Christians, this is being the news. 17 Christians signed up and went overseas, and it all began here.
Went helping some people.
Helping some people.
Bringing other people hope.
At 6:11 on a Thursday morning randomly.
Yes, indeed.
Boom. Hey, but it is Thursday morning. We hope these devotions help. We love you guys. And yes, I know the framing on the videos yesterday was a little bit off. I pointed D6 and it didn't pop up at the right time because I pushed them out. Editing sometimes can be fun. Anyways, D6. We love you. Thank you for the content. Randall House, the publisher of that content. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys.
Certainly do. Thank you, guys.
Like, subscribe, share. Do that. Get the word out. If everybody would share just one time or invite your friends to this, we'll make this grow, and it would be awesome. And we look forward to it. We look forward to hanging out with y'all and doing this every day.
Heck yeah. God bless you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Love you.
And
we're